Boy, look at my hands. Look like Ashley Larry right now. Look like I've been breaking rocks all day. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Reek, your boy Tyler behind that camera. We just hit another beautiful milestone, guys. If you don't know, thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned because we just hit 1,500 subscribers.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, bro.
Dude.
That is a lot, bro. And then we're 200 hours away from being completely monetized, guys. Hey, that's all because of you guys. So thank you so much for coming in and staying tuned. Please subscribe. We got some beautiful unboxing for you guys. Let's show them a little action. We clean them boys up. They're still a little dirty right now. Still probably a little something in there. But they cleaned up pretty nice. You know, I'm still gonna polish a little bit more, get some of those lines out. You know, stuff like this though. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. You know, Daddy started on this too as well. So I'm gonna hollow this out some more.
Look at that gasket, dude. Just slap her back in there like that. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
What we got? What is that?
All right, so this is the piece that goes inside the rotor. Look at that. That sits in there.
Oh, I forgot they called those rotors.
Yeah.
The cap and rotor, dude.
Cap and rotor. This is a throwback for y'all if y'all don't know.
I'm learning.
So what happens is this spins on the cam gear. And see what happens is it tells the engine when to fire. We got a fire order that happens. And then the spark plug wires go in here. Man, Volvos, guys, if you don't know, it's a special breed.
Rotor!
Rubber! Boy, I'm telling you, boy, that boy knows some things. You know, and guys, you want to stay close as OEM as possible, especially when you're doing this Volvo stuff.
Oh,
you just don't know what you may come across. Yeah.
Okay, we're not doing that. It's always something when it dangles, dude. You gotta have an issue with it.
I got more vacuum lines coming, guys. This is just gonna be the top. This is for the visual effects. Even though it's gonna be replacing old cracked vacuum lines, you know, you add a little flavor to it.
We're gonna show you the whole process of everything going back in. Every part you're seeing now, we're gonna show you, not today. We still have a couple things to get finished in the engine bay, but we're gonna show you everything go back together.
Let's start in the middle here. What we got? Oh, we got the top motor mount. Look at that. Mr. Justin, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for this. Since we're gonna talk about it, look at that. You guys, you know what that is? You know what that's for? Tyler, you want to explain to the people what this is for?
It's a cam locking gear for these Volvos, and these engines are very special. They're not just normal motors that have valve covers. Oh, I'm just gonna replace a valve cover gasket. These aren't it. The valve cover is your cam locking cover. So it holds your cams in place. You can't just take it off or else your cams are gonna come undone. Yeah, dude, that's not a good day.
Yeah, messing up the timing if you do that. So if you take that cover off without having everything locked down, this is what this key is for. And it's not a normal gasket either. They have a liquid gasket.
It's like RTV or something.
RTV type style of a gasket. Like I said, you learn a lot of things working with Volvo because they're not typical, because most of the time you think, oh, they got a valve cover gasket or some type of rubber shield that would go in there. Nah, McGee's. This is what we got here. This goes on the side of the throttle body, okay? OEM, original Bosch, the new one, brand new Bosch. What I want you to understand is everything you see here was part of the check engine light that was on. So I did a lot of research by running the codes, the way we showed you in previous videos on how to check it with the blinking light. A lot of things had to do with the max air not reading correctly, a couple other things, timing being off, yada, yada, yada. But this goes on the side of the throttle body and helps read the air that's coming through. If you look online and everybody that builds a Volvo or have built Volvos or replacing parts with Volvos will all tell you, you try to go closest OEM as possible. And a lot of the Bosch parts were actually truly OEM. Oh, this is an important one. Man, these came all the way from Sweden. They took like a month and a half of these to come. We have that old knock sensor. Another beautiful Bosch part. Guys, this is very important because where the PCV valve system sits, it actually sits behind that. So before we even put the new PCV valve system on.
It doesn't sit behind it. It sits above it. It's right above it, but it's under the intake manifold.
No, the one sits behind it. You can't get to it without it. We went and looked just to make sure we were telling you correctly. Tyler was right. It sits above the PCV valve system, but sits under the intake manifold.
Under the intake manifold and behind the line that goes to your actual turbo piping. If you didn't know what you were looking for, you wouldn't see it.
Facts.
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't see it. But the ones we have on the car had I think one of the engine faults was based on one of these being bad, which kind of makes sense. When we took the terminal connectors off, we showed you guys it was green inside of there. One of the things that's not going to be shown on camera is me cleaning up every single terminal with the little mini scrub brush. Of course, you know.
The other one, this is the one we opened right here. But we also got another one because you have two of them. It had the same bubble wrapping around it. It's got the same golden shine to it, all that. What is this?
What's that, my bro?
I have no idea. It's,
I know what it is.
Oh yeah, because you saw it. You opened it.
Why was just that? But why you get that?
Essentially what this is, it actually goes to your thermostat. It's a temperature sensor for your coolant. You need to know how much coolant temp you have, only because you don't want to be running too hot to where you burn the engine up, or not enough to cool down the engine like you need it. This little guy right here sits inside, and this little rod right here.
Oh, the little rod right there. You
I did. This little rod right here. I'm just explaining. I'm explaining what it is. But this is just an AC Delco filter. Self-explanatory.
Yeah, oil filter.
Oil filter. We got these injector seats. That's the old one, and this is the new one. Essentially, you'll just take a new one and have it sit in there, and these get old and crusty, and they don't really sit well, and they get hard. Obviously, whenever you're taking the intake manifold off, just get new ones. Make it easier for yourself.
This is a cam position sensor. This, for example, sits on the outside of the motor. This is actually what seals this on the side of the block, and this reads with the rotations, right? The revolutions.
Yes, it's a long, in-depth video of unboxing. We showed you each and every part on what they do. Maybe that can point you in the right direction if you're having difficulty with stuff. Definitely show you next time on how to put that temperature sensor in. We'll have a video of that soon.
So guys, on that note, it's your boy Big Reek, your boy Tyler behind that camera. We whip getters and we out.